What up, guys? It has been almost a week already, but you didn't think I forgot about 355 Days of Voices, did you? No, of course not. I would never forget, but we're doing it a little different today. So, I usually keep these videos under a minute long so that I can post them in a couple other places, but that's not happening today, so this video won't be on those other ones. Since it's 6, that would also mean that today's video needs to be voices 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, and 85. So, 6 characters we got to get through. We're doing a little different today, though. I'm going to give a voice to the voiceless and show you my process and how I go about that. First, you got to find some voiceless source material. That'll work. If you haven't read Bone, I highly recommend it. I love it. This is the complete epic in one volume. Super great. So, I flipped to this page here because, as you can see, these pages feature our 3 Bone Boys, so half of the characters I'll be voicing today are the Bone Buddies. So, as you can see, I flipped to this page because it has our 3 Bone Buddies on here. That's right, the 3 Bone Boys. They are all cousins. Half of the characters I'll be voicing will be these 3, because we're doing 6, and that's 3, and that's how numbers work. But the first one we're doing is Phone Bone, this gentleman right here. He is the main character to the story. He's a helpful dude. He wants to be helpful. He's definitely exasperated with his cousin's behaviors. And he just happens to be a good little guy. So when I see him, knowing his personality, I hear his voice like, don't get him started. Good point, Smiley. If we don't find some shade soon, I'm gonna have a stroke. And that's just how I've always kind of heard his voice in my head. It never implies he's super young for any kind of reason, really, but it makes me feel like that. Next, we have this freaking palooka. Fonsible P. Bone, but his cousins call him Phony Bone, P-H-O-N-E-Y, because he's a damn scam artist. I feel like he kind of sounds similar to Bone, but older, and probably, a bit more sly. That's the word I was going to say. I was going to say ruse-worthy, but that's not right. Sly is the word. So when I see him, I hear this type of voice. Ingrates! Oh, they'll rue the day they chase Fonsible P-Bone out of that crummy old town. And lastly, we have the big goofy cousin. His name is Smiley. He's just along for the ride. He loves his cousins, and he wants everything to go swell. He is such a fun, happy guy, but he is definitely goofy. So his voice to me sounds a little different than theirs. To me, I picture his voice like a, now, little buckaroo, don't be sad. It's a beautiful day. There's not a cloud in the sky. Next, we have the dragon. He is also a main character in this story. As you can see, he's protecting Phone Bone down there. And oh my gosh, he could grate freaking cheese on those. Anyway, when I see him, he's always got this little cigarette in his mouth. But he seems to just kind of be like, I don't want to say like a country bumpkin, but he likes to be left alone and he lives kind of like a hermit. So yeah, sorta. So when I picture him, it's almost low and guttural, but still kind of southerny. So for instance, it'd be like, who you callin' boy? Love life hasn't improved much, has it? And that's just how I picture his voice. Next on their list is this big kitty here. And as you can see, there's Phone Bone right there. So he is definitely big. And his name is Rockjaw. And while he is really large, he seems pompous and arrogant to me. So for instance, his voice sounds kind of like, and power is the true secret to satisfaction. Oh, I see what your problem is. You believe someone truly can be happy. Turn around, please. We're going back up. And he is pompous and arrogant, but he makes me laugh sometimes. And Rockjaw's a cool name. So that was number 5, actually, because the 3 bones, the dragon, Rockjaw. So here comes our last one. I hope it's a good one. Last but not least, we have the leader of the rat creatures, King Duck. These are the rat creatures. As you can tell, they are significantly smaller than him. And he has a stick. So this is King Duck. And this guy, I don't want to say inspired my monster voice, but, kind of. So to me, he sounds like this.
Master, we have word from the valley. The girl who lives with the old cow woman. She is the one. She is the princess.
And that is how I've always pictured his voice. Thanks for joining me with this. We'll do more voices to the voiceless of some of the series. Sorry it's been a week. And of course, as always, follow your dreams! And thanks for the love and support.